Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about, well, me. And pretty much getting to know me a bit, that's outside of the camera a bit. So, as you guys may know, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a fan of the Ninja Turtles, which is where part of my name is from. TMNT. It's an homage to the Ninja Turtles because I'm a big fan of the Turtles. And I am a big fan of Star Wars, if you couldn't tell by my channel. Well, before I did my YouTube thing, I want to, tell you guys a little bit about me, pre-YouTube thing, and then how YouTube has, helped me grow as a person. So, when all my life I've had struggles about myself, accepting myself, and to a certain extent I still have those struggles today. I even when at this one point in my childhood, I kind of was an asshole, and I did some things when I was a kid to hurt others, not really caring much about the consequences, and I do regret going that route because I should have never hurt people. I should have never went out of my way to hurt another human being. And I was pretty much a dumbass as a kid. Thankfully, I have two wonderful parents and two siblings that throughout my life they had mentored me, and I had other people too, but my parents and my siblings are the main people in my life, because that has been since I was younger and even current day, who always encouraged me to be a better person than I was yesterday, a week ago, 5 weeks ago, a month, a year, a few years ago. They always inspire me to become a better version of me. A better person. And so, thankfully at some point, throughout my life, I was that asshole side kind of got weaved out a bit. And I'll explain that more later, what I meant by a bit. And thankfully, that was weaved out, and over the years, I would like to think I have become a better person. In general, as I grow up, I became less selfish and a bit more selfless. I like helping other people. As much as I can, I like helping other people. If I can, open the door or help someone carry something up the stairs, or because I know self-defense. If I can teach someone how to defend themselves, physically, or even make people laugh, to make someone's day easier to go through, regardless if their day is good or bad. I like to make people's days a bit easier to go through. I slowly became more that person when I became older. Don't get me wrong, I still made mistakes here and there in my life. Nobody's perfect, and I doubt that anybody, there's been one single soul from start to finish, one person from, since they were born to when they die, sadly, that they're a perfect person. Everybody has flaws. Now, whether or not that person is good or not is a different story entirely. And I don't think I was exactly would be classified as a good person as a kid. I was more like a brat, if you want to say that. And I burnt bridges. And even now I had hurt some people too, but now it's not really intentionally. And the people that I am referring to, that I won't say their names, due to privacy, I would love to be able to have that chance to redeem myself in their eyes, because I am not that same dumbass as I was back then. And for a while, I was too ashamed that I didn't even want to talk about it. And I am ashamed of at one point in my life, let myself be that type of person who didn't care about hurting other people, who really thought about himself more than anyone else. And I regret that. And if any of you guys are watching, I am truly sorry. If you ever find in your heart to forgive me and give me a chance to redeem myself, I promise you guys I will not disappoint you like I did before. And I still feel ashamed to this day, and I'm 25, and I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry. I really am. And if you guys ever want to talk, that door shall always be open. And I used to also hurt people to try to fit into this one toxic group that I eventually left. And I left because I realized these are not the type of people that I want to hang around with. That group of people I'm also referring to, I don't know if they changed or not. So if they did, yay. If they didn't, well, I hope they change soon, one day. But I realized their mind ways through them. And I realized that they were a bad influence on me. Because there was a point in my life when I was more of a yes man. I didn't have the balls to be my own person. I didn't have the balls to really stick up for myself or call people out like I do nowadays. And so I realized, hey, you know what? These people are they criticize other people for doing bad stuff, which I don't mind. My personal belief is if you see someone doing something wrong, then yeah, you should call them out for it. Don't bully them, just call them out on it. And then move on. But I had people even warn me, hey, these guys are not good news, and I noticed that some changes in you, Phil, and I don't like the changes. And I think you should just leave that group because they're just a really bad influence on you. And I said, that's bullshit. No, they're not. Like, fuck you. I was close-minded. And so when I saw that they were doing the same things and sometimes worse things than what they got on other people's case about, I was like, I can't believe it, but those people were right. And so it took a lot of self-reflecting and getting a lot of confidence in myself to upfront leave that group. And I was in that group for like 5 years, about give or take, and it was way too long. It was long overdue for me to leave that group, and so I do wish them well. I do hope that they became a better person. I when I do hope that they change, as they will, if they haven't to us already, then I do hope that they would change for the better at some point. And so when I left that group, I had a little bit of an identity crisis, if you will, and because for a while, part of my identity, what I was associated was part of them. Whenever I need someone, I thought I could trust them, but really they also were all everybody in that group was really out for themselves. So I even dated one person in that group, and yeah, let's just say that didn't end well. Me and them are now on talking terms, and I had an identity crisis, so I didn't know what, like, exactly who I was, what I was, and whatever self-worth that I had, like, self-image issues or whatever that I had became worse. I did not know who I am, what to do. And then I met this one girl, which ultimately changed my life for the better. And me and her dated. And she always encouraged me to become better. Like, there were people that in my life that encouraged me to become a better person. And there was always that side of me that was a good person. It was just hidden by that group that I was telling you guys about that turned me into more so of a toxic person than a positive person. But she gave me that strength, like, to let more of my good side out. And I do believe I was just sorry to be in that group when I was dating her. And I would call them out, like the people in that group I would call them out. And at first they would say, okay, yeah, I'm sorry. But then later on, they kept on attacking me every single time I called them out for something that they did wrong. But and we dated for a while. Not too long, but like for like a year and a half, I want to say, about, give or take. We started dating till last around 12 and ultimately ended in 2013. And long story short, one of her exes was an asshole and bullied her. She killed herself. And that was rough. And it was that 2013 was hell for me practically. I lost one of my like the couple that used to babysit me. Both of them died that year, months apart, and in between my babysitters dying, my mom had cancer. It was a stage 4, was I think the highest, and a rare form. So that year was emotionally tough for me too, because I nearly lost my mother to cancer, which is why I was so pissed off when I heard Playmate Tessie make fun of people having cancer, because I nearly lost my mother that year. And kind of jumping to present day, when I did make that video of calling Playmate Tessie out, I just lost one of my aunts to cancer. And this aunt that I'm referring to literally died 3 days after my birthday. And I didn't find out how bad her situation was until like the night of my birthday. Thankfully, I was able to see my aunt right before she died. And I would give the world to be able to give her a hug again, give her a kiss on the cheek, tell her how much I love her and appreciate everything that she has done for me. Because she is one of those people that contributed to me being the person I am today. And I forever miss her. And I've known a few people who died from cancer too. Like I had a person who was like one of my best friend's grandfathers died from cancer like a few years ago. He was like his grandfather to me as well. And I miss him I miss him too. And I will give anything just to be able to hug him, tell him I love him. Because I did love him like a grandfather, and he loved me as a grandson, and I would thank him for everything he's done for me, and always believing in me. Same with my aunt. And so, going back to 2013, I nearly lost my mom to cancer. And I then, a month later after my mom's surgery happened, it was thankfully my mom's still here, by the way. She's still living, breathing. And thank God I still am able to give my mom a hug, a kiss on the cheek, and tell her I love her. Thankfully, I have that privilege still. A month later after my mom got cancer, that's when my ex killed herself. And then, shortly after that, I forgot how long after that, it's when the other person who used to babysit me and that couple died. So 2013 was hell for me. That did not help my low self-esteem. And I do have Chiari, which I explained in a video before, where the brain is kind of like, I don't want to say it's too big, but it's, the skull kind of squeezes the brain a bit, per se. If, like, this is the brain, and my hands are the skull, it's kind of like this, squeezing it. I know this is kind of like a bad example, but it's squeezing it, kind of. And there's some, like, side effects to it, like, potentially, I believe, if I remember correctly, seizures is one of them. And temporary blindness could be one of them. I do get temporary blindness once in a while, either in my right eye or my left eye. Mostly my right eye is when I do get the temporary blindness. And the Plutosis shot that they give to every baby, that gave me seizures. And I still take I call it anti-seizure medicine, but I still take medicine to combat the seizures. And thankfully, I have not had a seizure in years due to this medicine that I'm taking. And for a good while, and this is especially when I was going to school, kids can be mean, and I felt like an outsider. I felt like a freak because I had seizures, but I didn't know that I had seizures at the time. All I knew was my body twitched, and my seizures weren't like body shaking with the foam coming out of your mouth. It's kind of like if you control a robot. Here's the best image I can give to you guys who doesn't have seizures like I do, or just doesn't have seizures at all. If you ever got a control to play like a robot, for example, or a video game character, and you're controlling them, right? You like controlling the robot or your video game character, but that character or robot is trying to resist the controls. That's how it feels like, and that's the closest to how it looks as well. Sometimes after I have my seizures, I don't remember. Sometimes I do remember. all I know is that that is a uncomfortable feeling. My feet tells me before I have a seizure because my feet gives. I call it my spidey sense. I playfully call it my spidey sense. I get this little tingling in my feet, and that's a good way of me knowing I'm gonna have a seizure. And with the medicine, whenever I feel like the tingling, I feel like this soothing wave going over the tingling feeling in my feet. And that's a unique but oddly soothing feeling. And that's part of the reason why I was so, like, I personally got my COVID shot, but I was kind of skeptical about getting the COVID shot because I do take anti-seizure medicine. And I didn't know if the COVID shot would interact with the medicine I take. And so there were a few people that was fighting me on this, but I was saying, no, I need to get my research done. So if there's any side effects with taking the COVID shot while having my taking the medicine I'm taking, I won't take it. I will at least know all the risk, and then I'll then and only then after that decide whether or not I will take the shot. Because the last thing my parents, my brother and sister, my family, the people who knows me and are close to me needs is me being 6 feet under because I took the COVID shot and didn't read the potential warning. If there were any like side effects to people like me who takes medicine, specifically medicine to combat seizures. Thankfully, there was none, so I eventually took my COVID shot. But kind of going back to the point, I always thought when I was younger, it was hard. It was hard to go through it. Because some kids would bully me. Thankfully, some kids would defend me, saying that's not funny. But some kids would bully me because I would have a seizure. And keep in mind, like I said, I did at the time I didn't know they were seizures, and that definitely lowers a person's self-esteem. And there were a few times in my childhood where I did try to off myself. Even in 2013, which was hell for me, I tried offing myself. Thankfully, I did not. Thankfully, I was not successful in committing suicide. Thankfully. Clearly I'm here for a reason, and if I was successful, I would have not made this YouTube channel, or the Scatter Shadows channel, which is the group channel I am trying to lead, or Nemo's channel, which is Nemo the Cat. I would have made a TikTok. I wouldn't have made a difference in the people's lives that I made a difference in if I was successful in committing suicide. And there's that side of me that's insecure and is constantly insecure about. There's always that side of me that's always been insecure about myself. And I do remember the day when my brother encouraged me to make my own YouTube channel. He said, Phil, well, Phil's not my actual name, but it's more like my nickname, but for argument reasons, I'll stick with Phil. He said, Phil, some of the things that you're into, some of the things that you try to talk to me about, I don't care. And I knew he didn't mean that personally. He said, You should make your own YouTube channel. I bet there's plenty of people across the globe that would love to talk to you about the same type of stuff that you're into. And so I thought about it, and my favorite singer, Christina Aguilera, kind of also inspired me to make a YouTube channel. I didn't talk to her, but seeing her videos on YouTube and hearing her voice inspired me to. And before I continue, sadly she is dead, so rest her soul, but her Dear Me video actually saved me from committing suicide one time. Because I was dealing with a rough patch, and her Dear Me video came up on my recommendation list. And I said, who the hell is this Zelda? I forget her YouTube handle name. But her YouTube handle name has Zelda in it. Because she was a big Last Time Zelda fan. So I pretty much said, who the hell is this Zelda chick who was doing a Dear Me video? So I clicked on it. And that made me that restored some of my confidence in myself. Made me believe in myself. Convinced me not to kill myself. Not to off myself. Made me realize I have plenty to offer to this world. Made me find that strength to keep going. And I'll always be grateful to Christina Aguilera for that, because she essentially saved my life. And I'll always, in my eyes, I'll always owe her, even if she's no longer here on this, like, even though she's might be dead, rest her soul, I will always owe her for that. And so yeah, wherever you are, Christina Aguilera, thank you for saving me. I really do appreciate it. So like, and I did make a YouTube video, or my YouTube channel, I want to say in August of 2016. I gotta check. Hold on, jump cut. So I finally looked it up, and I made a YouTube channel on August 17th of 2016. Now I'm going to check when's my first video, which was a Star Wars video, I believe. So another jump cut. So it's kind of hard to dictate whether which is my first YouTube video, because the first one is Star Wars Rebels teases Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then the other one says Star Wars live action, my thoughts. Like, there was rumors at the time there was going to be a Star Wars live action show. And both of those two videos were made 4 years ago. I just forget which one I technically made first, but those are the first two videos in my Star Wars playlist. If you want to check my Star Wars playlist, you can go right ahead with that. But I just filmed it from my camera. I had a camera that I filmed, had to put the USB cord into the library's computer, and for a while that's how I was doing things. Then I had one of my friends that helped me with like the C2E2 slideshows, and thankfully I am able to like stream through like my PlayStation. If I want to stream on YouTube or Twitch, I'm recording this video through my laptop, so or through my Chromebook, which thankfully my video making skills, or my video making, it has improved since then. Video making has improved. Me as a content creator has improved over nearly 5 years. I have and my setup has improved too, which still could be improved. But yeah, and I have made so many good friends over the years. Like, for example, in the games I'm currently streaming in terms of story based, I am currently on the Days Gone game. And by the time of this recording is May 24th, which is a Monday. And at this very moment, I've done one live stream so far of it. And I'm planning to do another live stream later today of it. One of my friends, that's a mind, but one of my friends that I met about, I want to say, at least 2-3 years ago, through another person's YouTube channel. He is one of my best friends. I call him Goonies, but his name is shout out to Sakurai Khan. He has become one of my best friends. Me and him are PlayStation buddies. And we play some games together like Star Wars Battlefront 2. And he is a really good person. He's a really goofy person, and that's what I like about him. And I think that's why me and him mash also to each other, because we beat off each other's energy. And you guys, if you've seen me in my streams, you know that I'm a very goofy person. And he's pretty cool, and he's become one of my best friends. And he's the one who recommended the Days Gone game to me. For any of you guys who has been watching my Days Gone streams. And being a YouTuber, kind of being a Twitcher, because I do stream on Twitch, just not as often as I should. Being a TikToker has ultimately made me a better person too. It made me more extroverted, because I am naturally an introvert, and so it has made me more of an extrovert, especially this whole pandemic we're living in. Even the pandemic we're living in right now makes my introvert side want to be more of an extrovert, because I don't mind. Like, my introvert side does not mind being a hermit. It just, there's a certain limit that my introvert side can take of being a hermit. And I think this whole pandemic we're in has made my has that side be more of an extrovert. But I still don't really have that high of a, I don't really view myself as highly as, well, you guys who are subscribed to me. I know, over the course of the 4 years, soon to be 5, coming August, I have come across many people who said, "Oh, you're a good person, Phil," or "You made my day," or "You're a really cool, chill," I'm not that chill, but chill, funny guy. And I'm glad that I made people's lives better. I'm glad that I made people's day, but I honestly don't think highly of myself. And I don't really think highly of myself. And I was able to meet one of my subscribers at the time. I don't know if he's still subscribed to me now. His name is Captain Ramsey. I was able to meet him at C2E2 in 2019. You can see the C2E2 2019 slideshow. He is the one in the Superman costume. Well, I am kind of blocking out and using my lightsaber as if I'm going to stab Superman. And a screen too. It's not this one though. And it was an honor meeting him. So far, he's the only subscriber that I met of mine that I met in person. And it was a true honor being able to meet him. And I was able to see him again last year at C2E2. And it was humbling. And I do hope whenever I go to C2E2 again, I do hope that I see him again. Or just in general. I'm hoping in general I'll see him again because he is a naturally good person and he's one of those type of people that I would love to hang out with. Just for a day. At the very least. Just to like more than when we hung out at C2E2, which was for like I think an hour each year. So yeah, it was amazing. And yeah, I do struggle with I still to this day struggle with like fully accepting myself. I don't think highly of myself. And one of the things that YouTube has done for me, some of the things that YouTube has done for me is making me more of a stronger person. Which kind of goes back to my ass, what I was saying earlier about my asshole side. It made me take less shit from people. For example, the Wild War Cry. Me and him were friends at one point. Then I won't get into detail, but something happened where we weren't friends anymore. Not exactly on it's not my fault, trust me. And I made videos about him, calling him out because he kept on putting my name to his mouth, even though I had nothing to do with his live streams. There were people that kept on going to the live streams criticizing him, and he assumed it was me and had nothing to do with it. So I made YouTube videos calling him out. I was in my right to call him out because he attacked me. The old me wouldn't defend myself. I wouldn't have defended myself. I wouldn't. Now I would. I would defend myself. I would call that person out. And if that person doesn't like it, the only thing that will make me not call them out for putting my name into their mouth, which doesn't belong, is that I'm not talking about me ever again. Now, granted that I've heard that Wild Warcry doesn't do YouTuber videos because apparently I called him out too much, but that's really on him. All I said was, just leave my name out of your mouth. Leave me alone. If you want, he was streaming. He was making videos, and I was like, cool. I didn't really care about, after our feud started, I didn't care about his streams. If he wanted to stream, sure. I don't give a damn. I was trying to leave him alone, but he kept on putting my name in his mouth. And the only reason why I knew that, because some of my friends who still watch the stream, some of my viewers who still watch the stream, mentioned to me that he mentioned me in his video. And I told him, give me a timestamp so I can go into that stream after it was done recording, and I'll see. And they were right. 90% of the things that people said was right. There was 10% that was people were trying to start drama on me, and I got in their case about it. But for the most part, everything I've heard about Wild Warcry talking shit about me was proven right. But I can't prove that now, except for the one live stream that I did with my friend, calling him out using part of his live stream. He deleted all his streams while mentioning me. And so that means that he has something to hide, because he knows I have a point that I'm taking that as he knows I have a point that I didn't send people there. I don't send people to harass people. I don't encourage that behavior. I don't. I really, really don't. But I don't mind calling people out if they attack me or someone I care about unfairly. Or even a stranger. If a stranger's attacked unfairly, I will defend them. I will defend them. I will not feel bad about it. I've been called an asshole because of that. I do not care. Because I'm not the one who made the move to attack you. You're the one who made the move to attack me, and or someone I care about, or a stranger unfairly. And all I'm doing is defending either myself, a friend, or a stranger that is getting unfairly attacked. That's all I'm doing. And that's also where I was coming at with the whole Playmate Tessie thing when I called her out. When she was making fun of people who have cancer. Because she essentially insulted my mother, my aunt that I was referring to, my aunt that died, that I mentioned earlier in this video. She essentially insulted my friend's grandfather. My friend's grandfather, who I mentioned in this video, that was like a grandfather to me. And everybody, and even people I knew, because there's more people I knew that had cancer than just the 3 people I mentioned. And practically, literally about everybody in the world that had cancer, and the families who had that person had cancer. I took that as an attack towards my aunt, my mother, my friend's grandfather, who was like a grandfather to me, and that person who attacked to me. I personally never had cancer myself, thankfully. But 3 people that I mentioned, my friend's grandfather, my aunt, who sadly is no longer here, and my mother, that I mentioned in this video, they all had cancer. So hell yeah, I'm going to take that as a personal attack. And I wasn't trying to attack her. That was me more so saying what I was saying earlier, calling her out, because she deserved it, getting called out. I don't believe in bullying anyone, and if you guys are allowing yourself to bully her, then you need to stop, because you're just putting yourselves lower to her. You're lowering yourselves to her level. You're lowering yourself to your level. And don't give her that satisfaction of lowering yourself to her level by being a bully. So doing YouTube has bettered my life. It has improved me as a person, made me a happier human being than I would otherwise. It made me more outspoken, made me not be so afraid of public speaking, made me a bit more of an extrovert, even though I'm still mostly an introvert, but it's made me more so an extrovert. And it made me, also over the years, it continuously reminds me not to take life so seriously. There are times when, you need to take stuff seriously, but be goofy, make jokes, make a fool of yourself. It doesn't matter what other people think. If people criticize you, oh well. If people laugh at you, at least you made them laugh. And if people says, why are you laughing? I'm laughing at you. We're teaching you. I said, hey, you're laughing at me. In my book, you're laughing at me, it's laughing with me. So thank you. Take all the people who are laughing at you in a bad way as a compliment. Don't let those people drag you down, okay? And that's another lesson that I've learned over the 5 years. Because I have some haters. Over the 5 years, I had made some haters. Oh, trust me. But I had to learn to get a tough skin. And I'm so glad for all the lessons that YouTube has taught me. I will forever be grateful to what YouTube and you guys has taught me over my nearly 5-year run on YouTube. And I love you guys and I appreciate you guys, and I may make your guys' day, but guess what? You guys have made my day. You guys have made my day better, brighter, my life better. You guys, I might have helped you guys, some of you guys, with some of the struggles you've been going through, even if I don't realize it, and I am honored and humbled to be able to help. But guess what? You guys has helped me too. And all of you guys deserve a shout out for that. And I love you guys so much, so much. And this I got from one of my friends. Well, I got him a shirt like this too, so we can match if he ever wants to match for his graduation party. Shout out to you, to the person that I'm referring to, that I got this shirt for too, like a shirt that looks like this. It says, "Choose kindness." And yeah, I feel like we need more kindness in the world than assholes, so. But yeah, it's... The one thing I would say that... Well, if I could describe my years on YouTube being... It would be a learning... It would be a learning experience, a humbling experience, and a fun ride. And I'm truly, truly honored that you guys choose to take part of your guys' day, spend time with me when I make a video or do live, or do the premieres that I rarely do premieres, but still. You guys means the world to me, and I want to thank you for that. And you guys has helped me through some hard times, even if you guys haven't noticed. And I want to thank you guys, and I want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you. I do appreciate you guys more than I can potentially put in words. I love you guys, and don't you ever forget that. Thank you for being so supportive over the years, and thank you for being friends to me when I have needed friends. I love you guys, and please don't ever forget that. With that said, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this video right here. I did not expect this video to go as long as it has. I did not expect it to go for as long as it has. And if I'm repeating myself at some points, it's because on my screen I don't know about how it will look in the actual clip, but my video kind of keeps on freezing from time to time, which I apologize for that. One day I will have a better setup, but yeah, I love you guys. Please stay awesome. Please choose kindness. Please be an inspiration in the world. And please, if watching my videos and streams does one thing, like I want it to be where it inspires people to become a better version of themselves, and to hopefully become an inspiration to other people, to give other people hope, because you never know who else needs that hope. You never know. You never know how many like lives that you can potentially save by just like making a video or doing a live stream or any other way. Just by being yourself and always improving. You don't know how many people's lives you can affect with that. And I have people telling me that a few people over the years tell me how my videos, my live streams, has inspired them to become greater, and what my videos or streams has done for them. And it warms my heart, and it's an honor to be a part of your guys' day. For those of you who said all those kinds of words that I'm referring to, and you guys know who you're talking about, who messaged me telling me how I changed your life or whatever. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm honored, humble, and I love you guys. So with that said, I'm going to end the stream here. Video here. So I'll catch you guys later. Love you guys. Thank you so much for staying this long to watch the hang out with me, hearing what I have to say. And thank you guys so much for going on the ride, this wonderful ride with me. It means so much to me, more than I can put into words. And my channel would not be as successful or where it's at if I didn't have you guys. And I thank you guys for that. So, yeah. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll catch you guys in the next video or live stream. Love you guys and have a wonderful day.